This Domino's pizza guy is really upset about his last delivery. What follows next is an epic meltdown.
5 minutes out there in the rain, and no tip! No tip!
I wasn't having the best day.
I spoke to 23-year-old Malik Ambersley of St. Petersburg, Florida.
During the pandemic, things like tips and stuff like that are important for me to be able to feed, my family and myself and try to keep a roof over my head.
But you were not fired?
No, I wasn't. Luckily, I have a really good support team there and everything. They talked me down. There was nobody in the store or anything like that.
People losing it over lousy tips seems to be a growing trend during the pandemic. We recently showed you this DoorDash driver who demanded to know why her $8 tip was so low.
Like you were 40 minutes?
Now we have another case. An Uber Eats driver who is in tears after a bad tip.
I had to pay $3 to bring this person their food because there was no parking, no free parking anywhere near their building. They tipped me $1.50 and Uber paid me $2.50.
Riley Elliott says he's having a hard time making ends meet in Las Vegas.
And it's all because people don't tip their delivery drivers.
I've received, an outpouring of support from other gig drivers. I've received loads of positive messages from folks who tip well.
So what's tipping protocol when a delivery driver rings your doorbell? We asked Mr. Manners, Thomas Farley.
Make sure if the tip is not included, that you're giving anywhere from 10 to 20% for the delivery person. This is going to go higher if the distance is greater or if it's inclement weather outside as well.
5 minutes out there in the rain, and no tip! No tip!
With that being said, folks, I would like to know how you all feel about this particular scenario, because after all, this driver did wait 5 minutes, over 5 minutes in the rain, for crying out loud, only to not receive any amount of gratuity. Or for some of you that don't know exactly what's meant by gratuity, then not receiving, a tip at all after waiting that long in the rain. And not only that, but it's no telling how many minutes away from the restaurant that he had to drive to deliver that same order as well, nor how many minutes away that he had to drive either from the restaurant to the customer's location. Because I personally feel like if you get food delivered to you after ordering it, you should at least try the tip 10% at the least, if you can't afford to tip an amount any much more bigger. Not only that, but after all, delivery drivers are lifesavers. I mean, without all of these food delivery gig economy apps such as DoorDash, Grubhub, just to name a few, then people, excuse my language, would be assed out. In other words, they would have no other choice but to go to the restaurants themselves if it wasn't for all of these food delivery gig app companies. Or either would have to get someone else to go to the restaurant and get the food for them, whatever they wanted to eat or had, I guess you could say, a desire for from whichever restaurant. And not only that, but I wanted to touch on the Uber Eats driver who literally had a meltdown by crying on his behalf because he delivered an order after having to pay the part where he had to drop off the order that he had only to get paid around $1.50. On top of that, he had to pay an additional $3 for parking for wherever else he had to deliver to. Now, don't get me wrong, I have had those times when I would have to deliver to hospitals while doing delivery for one of the food delivery gigs. I just named one as an example, Grubhub. And after walking around in the hospital looking for the person who I was supposed to have delivered to, because in a lot of cases, when delivering for hospitals, if the diner or customer doesn't specify where exactly to drop their order of food off, you can get lost. To make matters even worse, you could lose signal on your phone, because that has happened to me as well by having to deliver, or when having to deliver orders at hospitals for the most part. So to sum this all up, I wanted all of your take on this issue. Should delivery drivers always be tipped, even if diners or customers can't really afford to be able to tip the drivers? I personally feel like they should, because like I was just saying as well, that delivery drivers are lifesavers for the most part, thanks to the gig economy. And when all of that being said, have a blessed day. Also, and last but not least, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up, just to let me know how much you appreciate it and like my video. Subscribe to the channel, and when you subscribe, make sure you click on the all notifications bell. Not only that, but share this video to people, other people, family members, friends, including Facebook friends, because a lot of you, for the most part, do have Facebook pages or accounts. And also, you could, if you would like to touch base with me by leaving a comment right down below in the comment section, do that as well, just to let me know how much you appreciated the video, or it could be pertaining to a question you may have had you want to ask me, or may want to ask me about the video as well. So have a blessed day.